Breaking news from Daniel Arkin at NBC News. Thousands of Disneyland workers vote to authorize a strike. The employees at the center of the labor fight include custodians, ride operators, candy makers, and merchandise clerks at the popular theme park and resort complex.
I would say it is not the happiest place on earth for these cast members, right? While we respect the fact that Disneyland have built their brand, they built it on the back of these workers. And we feel that the workers should be compensated and they should be earning a part of what has been built because they have led the way in building the Disneyland that we know today.
I'm so happy that all my fellow cast members came out. I was so worried. This morning, I just came out from work. This morning, I thought I was going to see less people. But now, look at us. We are more than 100.
Daniel goes on to write, for unions representing more than 14,000 workers at Disney's theme parks and resort properties in Southern California announced late Friday that members have voted to authorize a strike by an overwhelming majority, citing alleged unfair labor practices during contract negotiations. The authorization doesn't mean a strike will happen immediately, and both sides could reach a deal that averts a walkout. If a strike does occur, it would be the first at Disneyland in 40 years. The number of employees who voted was not released, but the union said that of the members who participated, 99% voted to authorize a strike. This vote shows that the cast members have had enough. Aaron Zarate, a candy maker at Disneyland who is a member of the Workers' Bargaining Committee, said in a statement. The union cited economic hardship for their members, including food and housing insecurity. They have been bargaining since April 24. Disneyland Resort spokesperson Jessica Good said that a strike authorization is not unusual during the bargaining process, and noted negotiations are still scheduled for Monday and Tuesday. We greatly appreciate the important roles our cast members play in creating memorable experiences for our guests, and we remain committed to reaching an agreement that focuses on what matters most to them, while positioning Disneyland Resort for growth and job creation, Good said. The employees at the center of the labor fight include custodians, ride operators, candy makers, and merchandise clerks at the popular theme park and resort complex, a pillar of the tourism economy in Southern California. The workers entered into contract negotiations with the entertainment giant on April 24. Nearly 2 months later, on June 10, Disney workers announced that they had filed unfair labor practice charges against the company. The charges, concerning more than 675 workers, are now being investigated by the National Labor Relations Board, an independent federal agency that enforces labor law. Instead of working with us toward a fair contract, Disney has engaged in multiple instances of conduct we allege are unfair labor practices, including unlawful discipline and intimidation and surveillance of union members exercising their right to wear union buttons at work, the Disney Workers' Rising Bargaining Committee said in a statement ahead of the vote. Good said the costumes cast members wear are a critical part of enhancing the experience of our Disney show. Anything that distracts from the show or story, be it a non-approved button, pin, or sticker worn by a cast member, would be addressed by a leader, she said. In recent years, labor scholars have drawn public attention to the economic struggles of employees at Disneyland and other major theme parks across the country. In early 2018, for example, researchers at Occidental College and the Economic Roundtable, a nonprofit research group, released a report that found 74% of Disneyland workers could not cover basic expenses each month. The report surveyed employees who had experienced homelessness, food insecurity, and other challenges. In an internal survey of union members conducted earlier this year, 28% of Disneyland cast members reported experiencing food insecurity, 33% reported experiencing housing insecurity in the last year, and 42% reported needing to miss work for medical treatment because they did not have enough sick leave. The contract for cast members at Disneyland expired June 16. The contract for cast members at Disney California Adventure and Downtown Disney expires September 30. The last time Disneyland was hit with a strike was September 1984, when nearly 2,000 cast members walked off the job for 22 days. While the Disney Workers Bargaining Committee said that it committed to negotiations on Monday and Tuesday, it said the strike authorization allows it to call a strike at any time. We would like to thank Daniel Arkin and NBC News for the up-to-date information. So what does this mean to park goers if an agreement is not met? We don't believe Disney parks in Anaheim will close, but we do think many of the rides and services will not be available along with many of the parades and shows. Beware if you have a planned visit over the next month or so, to keep an eye on the strike if it occurs. Be sure to subscribe here and click on the bell for notifications as they arise. Please comment on your thoughts about Disney's employee struggles.